Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Your Love Story for the month of March 2019. And this is for you coming from Scorpio. The first card that I'm going to pull will be to do with your first 15 days, talking about your new romance or ongoing romance or marriage. And it is not a very good card. It's a card that shows disappointment and letdown. So if you find a new romance, you'll have to be very careful that this new romance is going to come with a lot of complications in the first 15 days of March, that is. And your ongoing romance is also going to find complications and conflict and provocation. There are issues of money here as well that are going to be interfering with happiness in your ongoing romance as well. So new romance a problem, and ongoing romance, be very cautious. If you value your ongoing romance, you have to be very calm, because there are signs on this planet that show flaps can happen very fast. If you happen to be married, you from Scorpio, then you be careful that this card warns you about some secrets, either yours or either your marriage partner's secrets may interfere and may cause difficulties that way. And I might apply that to the area of your ongoing romance as well. And be careful as well of financial situations that cause a conflict between you and your marriage partner. And I might apply this also to your ongoing romance area. And if you find a new romance in the first 15 days, tell yourself it comes very angry, it comes with somebody who is very angry, very disappointed, and who is very aggressive as well. So first 15 days, conflict in areas of romance and marriage. The second card that I'm going to pull for you will be for the last 15 days for you coming from Scorpio. And your last 15 days do improve. The only drawback I see is that the ego, well, it's you who is listening to me, so your ego is interfering. And so if you have the chance of a new romance in the last 15 days, your ego, making you a perfectionist, may interfere. And you may lose grasp of getting a good enough romance in the last 15 days. So don't be too fussy. Don't be a perfectionist. Improve your tolerance a bit. You can get a new romance coming your way, which I find is pretty good enough. Okay, so give it a chance. If you have an ongoing romance, you have to be extremely careful, you coming from Scorpio, that again the ego is interfering, and therefore you're going to find fault with your romance partner in one way or another. And there's also a planet of secrecy. I like Kabbalistic cards because they show planetary signs and also zodiac sign. There's a planet of secrecy here that can produce plenty of your secrets being exposed or your romance partner's secrets exposed. And so there are few ways that can make your last 15 days have problems. But there's enough energy here to keep you together. If you are married, be very cautious as not to be too criticizing or to be acting arrogantly or to be wanting to show your temper or wanting to be aggressive in that way. Otherwise your marriage situation can weaken. But it will not break. There's a bit of a disappointment here and there from your marriage partner. It's you who is listening to me, so this message is for you. So you may find some disappointment with your marriage partner, but just take it easy. It's only 15 days, the last 15 days of March, and they will pass, and you will be able to go along. Looking at this card, or both cards, I have seen no danger of a breakup. So it is basically tension that's just brewing. And since you're listening to me, just step back and remain calm. That way would be better. Now you coming from Scorpio, I want to talk to you about your lucky dates. And your lucky dates I've chosen for you are the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st and the 30th. These dates are very powerful for you coming from Scorpio in the month of March. So bonding, in the romance area and the love area, go out on these dates and you will see how nicely everything ends and how the love story becomes secure. And if you're looking for new romances, try to go for the 3rd, 12th, 21st or 30th, and you will see that you find this romance very much coming your way very easily. Okay? Now I'm also going to read to you your lucky ages and for the month of March, and I've chosen these ages as being very special. It's an example for you. If you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75, you're going to be one very lucky person if you're chasing for a new romance, because you find it very easily. And in the area of ongoing romance and marriage, you'll be able to control the situations much better than others. Well, if you're not of these ages which I've just mentioned, then I do give a Skype session of 90 minutes which will cost you USD 50. And in this 90 minutes of Skype session, I will have your date of birth and your time of birth and look at your palms, and I'll face read you while we Skype, and I'll use Kabbalistic Tarot to tackle your next 7 or 8 years in the future in all areas of your life. And you'll be able to know what's going to happen in every aspect of your life and be thus able to be in control. Well, in the meantime, let me give you your good colors. And your good colors for you coming from Scorpio is the color purple. I've chosen the color purple because of this card. There is a ring of purple, which means purple surrounds the aura and therefore allows you to become lucky if you coming from Scorpio wear purple in the month of March. Now somebody from Aries looking at these cards, because there's a sign of Aries on this card, that's why I like to use Kabbalistic Tarot. They show planetary signs, they show zodiac signs. Somebody from Aries can cause problems for you, and so either interfere in your love story, or if your romance partner or marriage partner happens to come from Aries, you'll have to handle that person very carefully. Explosions can take place very fast. So be very cautious with that. There will be somebody from a zodiac sign who will show plenty of interest in you, either to start a romance or to show interest on being very friendly or even wanting to be very close to you, and that person is from Taurus. Now that person from Taurus, if you're married, be watch out, because that can spell trouble. And if you're single, well, your new romance person may be from Taurus, and I find nothing wrong with that, really. So when you see somebody from Taurus being very friendly, you can show the friendliness yourself, because there's going to be a lot of interest from that person. And well, that's what I have to tell you. And I'm already Skyping, and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And I will have all your particulars before we start, of your date of birth, time of birth, look at your palms. You will send your palm prints to me by your camera on your cell phone. It will be very sharp and clear. And so go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me a message, and let's get down to getting your next 7 or 8 years as secure as possible for yourself. Go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me a message on an email, and I'll come back to you very quickly. Until then, thank you and good luck.